So if you're a dish, you're actually a very bland dish. It's like I'm just salt and pepper, or not even maybe
Salt or pepper.
Salt or pepper, yeah.
Not both.
Not even both?
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of Careful Boys. We have Nick the Ear and Melissa the Banos with us.
The Bano.
From your experience, now that you've lived a large chunk of life and met all types of Asians in the world, which Asian would you say is the hardest to get close to like build a bond with?
Oh, that's a good question.
Holy macaroni.
My parents. I'm kidding.
So
You're not
Chinese.
wrong.
Dad.
That's a good question.
The hardest to build a bond with?
Yeah, because if you've probably noticed that some, like at least in my life, I feel like certain types of Asians have been easier to like build rapport with or get closer to, or like at least like achieve like a nice strong bond friendship wise. And then others, it's a little more standoffish. It's kind of hard to break through.
Chinese.
I think
Wait, which one? Chinese is which one?
Hardest.
Chinese the hardest?
really.
What makes Chinese so hard to build a bond with?
This is all generalization,
Oh,
right?
this is, yeah.
No, it's fact.
Generally, culturally, I think Chinese American.
Oh, interesting.
It's hard to, how do I say this? I don't think they're good with connection. It's not in the culture to like connect, like emotionally connect. And that's what you need in order to connect with someone. Right? So I feel like maybe that's just because I'm Chinese. So that's what
I kind of feel the same way. I feel that way about myself, actually.
it is hard to connect with you.
Shut up, Banos. You don't even know me, dog.
I think it's Japanese
You're right.
fobs.
I don't even know you.
And you won't ever.
I think it's Japanese fobs.
Well,
Japanese fall.
is there a language barrier? Because I think Japanese people are very warm and easy to connect with.
Because so when I started hanging out with like a lot of Cantonese people,
Mhm.
right? And then like I started thinking like Chinese people are so much more warmer. And like they're more like they'll have big family gatherings and everyone's there, and then they're more like they have a good time, and then like they'll say things to each other straight up. And they're out of the Asians, I would say Japanese people are the most five-faced. So like
Five-faced.
they never say what they think. They never say what they feel ever to their own family members or anybody. They never confront you with anything. So like there's a lot of ways that they communicate where it's extremely subtle. And if you're not Japanese, you don't get it. So for example, like there'll be things where like let's say your neighbor will be like, "Oh, your kids are so like lively. They're like always having a great time. You have such cute kids." And they'll be like, it's kind of like passive aggressive where they'll be like, "Yeah, like I could hear them, you know, they're always having a great time. You must have a fun time in your house or whatever." But what that really means is shut the fuck up. Your kids are loud, bro. But then like Americans would probably be like, "Oh yeah. We are a big, happy, fun family." So like there's like different ways of communicating, but they'll never say things directly. Yeah. Whereas I thought Chinese people are more easy to understand because they'll tell you straight the fuck up. And you're just like, "Okay, well, at least I know where I stand with you."
Yeah, but when you're connecting with someone and just shooting the shit, I feel like, I don't know. I don't think Chinese people are as good at that.
Maybe girl to girl.
I get what you mean, though.
Like
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah,
want to
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
business wise, yeah, you want
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
who's
yeah.
direct. But when
Yeah.
you're connecting with someone, you want someone who can just kind of exist and want to share things with you and
Yeah.
thoughts, deeper thoughts.
Do you think there's like a different way that let's say that Chinese person in that example is trying to connect and it's not?
Aww.
You know what I mean? Like where they think they can maybe do it their own way. It's not emotional. Or do you see an attempt being made at all?
Yeah. Sometimes.
It's just like not.
I think Chinese people have less emotional vocabulary.
Yes.
Yeah. They just don't have it
Yeah.
because they're not growing up with it.
They don't teach you that.
Because like, so one of the things that Gio complained about with me was when we first were dating and stuff was I'm not very emotional. And I was like,
Well, compared to a Latin,
and I'm like, I'm emotional. She goes, yeah, the only one you have is anger.
Oh.
My vocabulary is one word, right? I'm angry or I'm happy. It's very primitive. It's like the type of emotions I can feel, it's like 5. or like a child. For her, there's like 300.
Right.
Be this and this, a mixture of these, and and I feel like for Chinese people, you're just growing up, you don't really, I think because emotions aren't really valued and you're almost told to put them away to the side. It's about the mission, the objective. You don't really develop like how you feel, and you can't even have mixed feelings about things. You know, it's just
Yes. You're not supposed to show your emotion.
You shouldn't.
yeah,
You shouldn't. Yeah. That's how I was
you
raised.
become. So if you're a dish, you're actually a very bland dish. It's like I'm just salt and pepper, or not even maybe
Salt or pepper.
salt or pepper. Yeah,
Not both.
Not even both?
yeah. I'm a very bland dish when it comes to the emotions.
No, because I always found out refreshing about Chinese folks, and I liked the straightforwardness. I liked the
Yeah.
simplicity. I liked it was like not complex.
Hmm.
It was like, I know what they're feeling. If they're mad, or whatever's going on. There's no hidden agenda behind the way they communicate.
Yeah.
And then like they do express more like in terms of fun. So but I know like there's different kind of Chinese, right? You got Taiwanese, and I think they're maybe like the northern Chinese are more similar to Japanese in the way that they might like speak in subtleties, and they don't like wild out like Cantonese people. But I think like heart to heart in
Yeah.
general, I don't do that, so I wouldn't even know.
Because you're Japanese.
Let's try.
Banos is like actually Japanese is number 1.
Well, I'm a fucking weird one, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, but yeah.
Because to get close, you need to do heart to heart, right? You gotta like know where the person's really about.
I think complexity brings connection. So you were talking about like it's not complex, but then I feel like that's where there's a wall.
Yeah, because the complex is usually nuance, right? So like if people don't want to say things straight up, it's because they might be thinking about so many different angles that they're not
Yes.
ready to tell you, like, because the layers they're confused about.
But there's a difference between complexity and straightforwardness. You can have both.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I guess.
Have 20 flavors, and you can, if you're good at articulation, you could be straightforward. Like it doesn't mean you're hiding it all.
That's true.
Yeah.
How did you, being raised with that in mind, how did you break through that personally to be like, well, I want to have a connection with people. I don't want to be closed off or have like a less emotional vocabulary. How did you end up noticing that in yourself and changing it?
Therapy.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what it took?
It didn't take therapy, but therapy helped. Like actually articulating what I feel, what I need, what happened in childhood, and why I am the way I am. Just basically helping understand and being more self-aware helps you be able to emote and like communicate that better. But also, I remember in high school, like when you see white families and how they are with their parents, and then how I am with mine, where there's just kind of like it's a loving situation, but it's just different.
It's a lead wall between you two.
A lead wall.
Or like my best friend that lives here, she tells her mom everything. I mean, they talk about all the things. And even my husband, he talks to his parents about a lot of stuff, like very adult conversations. I could never have that with my family.
Right.
Because they'll always treat me like I'm a child. And like
Yeah.
there's certain things where they won't tell you, but that's culturally very common in
Criticizing.
Chinese
I was at a
family.
restaurant, and there was two older white couple, daughter and son. You could tell. I think one was in college. The other one, I overheard he was like a firefighter or whatever. And you could tell they haven't hung out in a while. And then the mom was like, "So tell me about college." And then the girl just goes, "Oh, and I was dating with this guy, blah, blah, blah," and like just open book. And I'm like, "What the fuck
That
kind
would
of
never
family
work.
conversation is this?"
Yeah, for real.
And the brother's clowning on her. You know, like they're just like friends.
Yeah.
You could tell like there's at least a 20, 30-year gap, but they're just listening. Oh my God, it's crazy, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, holy shit, how do I have that?
You
It's
know,
mind blowing. I didn't know that existed until then.
you know
Like
why
seeing that.
I think Asians can't do it
Hmm.
is because Confucianism and hierarchy. So, like,
Mm.
at least for Japanese people, there's a way to have conversations depending on what rank you are in the social hierarchy. So, like, if you're peers, you can shoot the shit with your peers, but you don't shoot the shit with your subordinates, and they don't do that with you and have that. So that's why parents only know how to interact in a lecturing style. They don't know the
Accurate.
frame of, like, it's almost like you're taught how to work customer service, right? And then this is the script that you follow when you're at the register. How was your day? Whatever, right? They don't have that when it comes to someone below them or above them. They have a different frame of mind. So they don't know how to, like, talk to you in a way where it's like, you're my peer, but you're not my peer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think
Actually-
that's what makes them malfunction.
A really good example of that. So my wedding, I had 4 bridesmaids, and my husband's groomsmen were his grandpa, his dad, my brother, and his brother.
That's cool.
Okay, so it's all family. And then mine were my sister-in-law, my 2 best friends that I've known for a really long time, and I wanted my mom to be a bridesmaid because I thought it'd be really cool for her to walk down the aisle. As I don't know, I wanted her to stand next to me,
Mhm.
you know, in the party.
Yeah.
And she actually turned it down because she was like, I don't think I can do that. Moms can't be a bridesmaid. That's like a downgrade.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's this like hierarchy thing. Yeah. But like his family was completely okay with it. Like all of
Yeah.
them were up there.
I wonder, sometimes I think, because, you know, I feel like a lot of the Confucianism does cause a lot of trauma too. I wonder if, like, Confucius is in heaven, like, what the hell did I do? He's like, shit! They're all fucked up!
That is funny though, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But I think they know how to operate in that system. In the Western system is confusing.
Yeah.
So then when we grew up around it, so it's normal. And also, I don't know how to operate in their system. I'll do some rude shit. Like, I'll talk to older people a certain way. And I think they're just like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? But for us, we can. Like, it's different. But I think there's a little bit of that where we carry, like, we can't call people's parents by their first names.
Yeah, no matter
A
what.
lot of
Oh,
other
yeah.
people in America, they're okay with that. I feel fucking weird. But they're like, call me
Yeah.
Bob, we're closer now. And I'm like, no, I can't fucking do that.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah. Well, like, British people, they'll break the ice by roasting each other immediately. And I'm like, I can't fucking roast someone's dad. Like, that's weird.
Because you'd probably take it too far.
Why do you think that, like, at least through my life, I've felt like the darker the Asian, the easier it is to get along with them?
What the hell?
I think
I
that's
think
true.
there's more
That's true.
emotional vocabulary.
You know what I mean? Like the lighter Asians, basically like Southeast Asian, or you know, like
The jungle Asians?
jungle Asians are like.
Way more easier to, like, warm up to.
I feel like jungle Asians are way easier to like build instant rapport.
I think it's they don't have the same rules. So East Asians has rules early on where you're being a fucking nuisance when you show yourself.
Yeah.
But then, like, if you go to, like, Southeast Asia and travel, right? They don't regulate their kids in the same way. Like, they don't treat their kids like you're being a fucking nuisance to society. Like, the kids could run around, be curious, and play. They have their own set of rules that's kind of similar, but it's way more loose. I think that's the difference.
A funny thing though. So, like, let's say I had my friends, right? If I want to have a good time and I want to really bond, for sure, all my Southeast Asian ones. But if I need to count on them, I wouldn't choose them. Like, I'm like, if I need someone to be on time, like, hey, I need someone to pick me up at LAX. I'm gonna go through and I'm like, which the lightest skinned Asian?
The palest one. I have the most rigid schedule.
That's true.
I'm like, that will pick me up on time.
That's
Oh my
true.
God.
Then the car ride isn't gonna be as fun.
No, yeah, exactly.
If he could bring a Filipino guy in the back seat that is just sleeping,
It balances it all out.
but then he wakes up after he picks me up, we're gonna have a good conversation.
Dude, Filipino time is crazy.
Yeah, and there's also the Filipino like, oh damn, that was today.
Yeah.
Shit, bro, my bad.
But for sure, when you go to, like, a Southeast Asian party, you might not even know anybody there, but you know immediately you're comfortable. Like, they
Yeah.
fucking make you feel like, come on, man. Oh, they're hugging you, kissing you and shit. East Asians, you're like, you walk in and you're like, fuck, I hope I'm fucking accepted here. Like, I hope I'm
Aw.
not judged and shit.
Maybe that has to do a little bit with like the Southeast Asian countries, everybody's poor.
Mm.
Versus like hierarchies and like
That's
what I mean?
right. Yeah.
like we don't really have that in the same way. Maybe now, but like
There's less snobbery for real. Like there's way more.
it's harder to come by. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas like East Asians, there's a lot of fucking judgment, and it's like, are you good enough to be a part of this clan? Like that's the feeling, right? You go in, you're like, I don't want to be a nuisance. I think that's on our minds. I don't want to be a bother. I don't want to be a nuisance. I hope I don't fuck up. You know, like
Yeah, that's
and then later you get comfortable. You're like, okay, they're cool. Yeah, we're cool. You know? Yeah.
yeah. You go to a Vietnamese house, it's already fucked up.
That's the highest level of confusing.